Good morning, Villain Catcher. We're at the Brisbane International Airport and we are off to Wellington at 8 a.m, where we will stay for an hour, pick up our luggage, go through whatever we've got to go through, get back on a plane and go to Christchurch and pick up a motorbike in the morning for 2 weeks travelling in the South Island.
All right, so we'll see you in New Zealand.
See you in New Zealand.
Christchurch Airport from the 6th floor of the Novotel Motel or Hotel. We've just had breakfast, didn't we?
We have.
And we're heading off to pick the bike up in about an hour. We just picked the bike up from Kiwi Motorcycle Rentals. And Steve's the owner operator, nice guy. And it's a Vstrom 650 panniers top box. We're going to head off to Akaroa, was it? Akaroa, okay. Let's go. So what is it called? Mrs. Lane said this is Cathedral Square. Yeah, looks like I've got a lot of work to do to restore it. I guess the challenge would be to make it earthquake proof. Where are we, Mrs. Lane?
We're at the Quake Museum in Christchurch, Quake City, which tells about the earthquakes from 2010 and 2011. 2011 was the smaller one, but did all the damage and killed all the people.
So eventually we got it was just like
We've just arrived in Hanmar Springs. We're staying at the Alpine Lodge. It was only about 140 kilometres from Christchurch. Very pretty ride. Well, let's check out our digs for tonight. Room 8. Timber lining on the ceiling and the walls. Very pretty. And we're going to have a walk around, aren't we, Mrs. Lane?
We are.
Let's walk. Very pretty town, Hanmar Springs. It's also a ski resort. In winter, of course. So we're in Greymouth and we're staying at the Copthorne Greymouth Hotel. There's the bike parked up. We are up on level 4 and we're going to walk along the river. And this seawall here, if it didn't have it and it was king tides, the town would flood. So here's the sea level. And apparently it would flood the town. Alright, let's go for a bit of a walk. Hello.
The Grey River.
The Grey River, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Where are we, Mrs. Lyon?
We are in beautiful downtown, rainy Haast. on the west coast of New Zealand. Beautiful scenery through the clouds and the rain. So they've all had to swim off.
Queenstown, downtown Queenstown.
Hang glider behind you. Coming up in a minute. There it goes.
On the little trip hazard in over there, the cabin championship.
Okay, well, there we have it. World's fastest Indian. So we are in the Motorcycle Museum in Invercargill, New Zealand.
Beautiful side tile.
Certainly some beautiful bikes in here, isn't there? This is the Bill Richardson Motor Museum in Invercargill, New Zealand. Let's go for a wander.
So this is the Texaco tanker. Texaco tanker, one of the rarest trucks and the jewel of world's rarest trucks, the jewel of the crown. Pride and joy of Bill Richardson himself. 1940 Dodge RX-70 Airflow 6 pride of place. Bill Richardson made trucks his life's work. Still Citroen.
We are at Bluff on the southernmost tip of the South Island of New Zealand at Stirling Point. How are you, Mrs. Lane?
Fine, I'm comfortable.
Pardon?
I'm a bit uncomfortable.
Bit uncomfortable.
Too many layers around the neck.
Too many layers around her neck. We are in downtown Dunedin, and it's cold, isn't it, Mrs. Lane?
It's a bit nippy.
Bit nippy. And we're at the Octagon.
And it's raining.
Well, I can imagine if it was a beautiful sunny warm day, there'd be people all over the place here sitting in the shade and drinking coffee and killing time. Dunedin Railway Station Gardens. Looks like it's getting refurbished. And it's cold and it's windy. It's Saturday morning and we are at Littleton, just out of Christchurch, and it's a market day in the main street of Littleton. So let's go for a walk and have a check it out and see what we can see. Going downhill at Littleton toward the harbour, and it's steep. And the worst part is we parked at the top of the hill and we had to walk all the way down, which was easy, and walking all the way up, which was bloody hard. And Mrs. Lane and Mr. Lane were fair fatty good. Viking Orion, that is a big ship.
From Bergen.
Bergen. Been to Bergen? It's in Norway. We are on Sumner Road, leaving Littleton. And there's pushbike riders all over the place.
Number 1888. This lovely blue tram was built in Sydney in 1934. It spent its formative years sleeping at night looking out over Sydney Harbour, because until the Opera House tour, we have 6 trams going around today that gradually come on every 10 minutes. So it's a 50-minute tour. On average, I suspect your wait should be tram stop number 2. This is the centre of our figure 8. From there, in the late 1800s, the Dragons up to me, to Bluff Bridge. Opened in 1924 to commemorate those New Zealanders served overseas in France.
Riding in Europe and in America on our own
Well,
bike.
my Vespa would top out at about 80 k's.
Yeah.
And it gained on the motorway.
On top of the gondola, Christchurch, overlooking Littleton Harbour.
It's a big one and a little one, isn't it?
Hmm.